Hi, I'm Phoebe Grover with Grover Mortgage Group.
And I'm Natalie Van Cardo with the Nat Nate Real Estate Team.
Welcome to our new podcast,
Real Estate of Mind,
where we discuss real estate, life, and everything in between.
We're excited for you to follow us and join in on our journey.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's been a minute.
I know, it has been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
I feel like if I don't see you at least once a week, it feels like I haven't seen you in an eternity.
Same. But then also, I don't know how much time has passed since I last saw you.
I know, me neither. I think it's been 2 weeks because we didn't record last week.
I don't know. I'm on, I feel like I wish I was on island time, but it's not. It's survival mode of no school.
And you're sick.
And I got sick in the summer. So that's
my
fun.
worst nightmare.
It has sucked. And then especially with the air quality and the pressure and everything.
Why has it been so
horrid.
hazy recently? The forest fires?
Yeah, but it's been real bad. It is an asthmatic's nightmare. Plus,
oh yeah,
I've been doubling up on my puffers. It's horrid. And then being sick on top of it. I have this headache that will just not go away. It's
no.
there all day, every day.
And your kids are probably
They're
home.
good. No, they're good. They've been at camps and stuff, but they don't have it, knock on wood. Nathan woke up with it today. And I was like, oh.
You're sorry.
You're welcome. Love you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So it's been body aching?
It started,
fever.
To be honest, I probably was fighting it for a while because I lost my voice. It's still not great. My throat was hurting, and then it was just migraines, and then severe body aches. I felt like I had a fever, but I didn't have one. So chills, all that, and just continuous, not stopping.
Yeah, you have been real. I can't even get a hold of you recently.
Yeah, no,
it's impossible.
I want to isolate. Yesterday we went to Safari Niagara, and I forgot my phone.
How was it?
It was good. My kids liked it. Tons of walking. I wanted to leave the first 5 minutes we got there because it was really hot.
Well, it was probably packed also.
No, honestly, people-wise, it was good. It was just, I was so hot, and I never, usually I can walk, and I'm very good, but I had to keep stopping because I was getting dizzy. I needed, drinks, and I need, sugary drinks to keep me going. So it was just completely not like me. And then we decided to end off the event with, they have, almost like a tree top trekking.
Yeah, okay.
Up high.
Sick, yeah.
I'm usually okay. I had to go, we had to both go with one child. I got up there, and my daughter really wanted to do it, and I was paired up with her. I had to come back down.
Are you scared of heights?
So I have a little fear of heights, but I'm very good at overcoming it. I love roller coasters. I can do these things. But I got up there, and I just started getting dizzy, and I couldn't see straight. So I did a couple of things, and I'm I'm sorry. I need to bow out on this. I could not do it, which is so sad, but yeah.
Interesting.
Not good.
And you think it's because you were sick?
Oh yeah, because as soon as I got out there, I just felt a fever come on.
Oh my God, you shouldn't have even gone.
No, but I shouldn't have, but I kind of took the weekend slow to go yesterday, and I whether I was going to be healthy or not, I was going to go for the kids, but yeah, I just got feverish. And then so you're already hot because you've been walking for 8 hours there. Then I got this rush of fever. And then I'm trying not to look down and try to be oh, this is great. And my daughter has zero fear. She's wanting to do all of them. And some of them had nothing to hold on to, but you had to walk across. And I was no, I can't do it.
I love tree top trekking.
It's so fun.
It's so fun.
It's fun.
But that sucks. I need to have a good experience when you're not sick.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. No, I've done so many in BC and stuff, and they're so fun.
Yeah, honestly, it is.
Yeah.
But I wussed out. I was oh my God, I can't do it. I got it in my head.
I really want to go to Safari Niagara. That sounds really cool.
It's fun. We got to feed giraffes. Yeah.
I love giraffes.
I know, they're my favorite.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, what other animals do they have?
They had monkeys, or gibbons. I don't know what the difference is, but yeah, gibbons. You can feed hippopotamuses.
Do they have snakes?
They have snakes, but they're they're in their own little thing.
Snakes.
I like the lemurs, and yeah.
I went to a night safari in Singapore when I went last year.
Ooh.
It was sick. So I think it's the world's first or the world's only night safari.
Yeah.
Because usually they're all during the day. It was so cool to see the animals at nighttime in their
Yeah.
natural habitat and how they operate at night. It was so cool. Some of the animals were sleeping, of course, but most of the animals were awake. It was sick. Like
I
it was
feel like they'd be more
so,
active.
yeah, it was so big, sprawling, acres and acres. And it was just so cool to walk through. And then we did a train. We saw so many cool animals. It was sick.
That's very
I
cool.
love safaris. I love going to zoos and stuff. I love animals.
I just get sad like when you see like we saw one cat just kept pacing and I'm like, oh, you poor thing. Like just I don't like that feeling when you feel like they're
like constricted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for if they've been endangered and you're trying to rehabilitate them or there's a reason they can't be back in the wild. Like I have to keep telling myself that with all of them. Like they're injured, they can't go back.
Yeah.
Just so I'm okay with it. But yeah, overall it's good.
I feel the worst for the dolphins and the whales that are literally in this small tank.
Yeah.
And normally they have so much ocean to swim in.
Yeah,
I feel really bad for them.
I do.
Like the whole marine land thing. I'm glad that's over. It's over, right? They got rid of it?
I don't know. I'm not up to date on it, but I'm hoping
You're like,
they
I
are.
like to ignore.
I do. All right.
Okay, today we're going to talk about a topic that has been haunting me recently. I literally texted Natalie over the weekend and I was like, this week's pod, can we please talk about this topic?
But you know what? It is so relevant. And
is, yeah.
everybody deals with it. So I think it would be good
Okay,
to
I
like...
want to hear about if you also deal with it
Oh, all
because
the
I
time.
feel like I'm the only person in the world that deals with it because I deal with it so much.
Yeah, let's dive in.
Okay, so today we want to talk about unsolicited advice. So why people feel the need to give unsolicited advice, how it impacts us, the person that's receiving it, and how to navigate these situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to let you start off with.
Okay, so why do people
Why?
give unsolicited advice? And I'm going to go up because they care. A lot of people, like parents-wise, they care, and they also project their fears onto you. They want to help. They're coming, obviously, from a good place. They have personal experiences and anecdotes. But with that, I find, like I just said, they project their own fears onto you because they're just scared and they don't want you to make a mistake. Ego and control, which is good, like asserting expertise, control, or kind of just trying to control other people.
Yeah.
Insecurity or projection, and then cultural and familial expectations, which is, I think, one of the most common that everyone would probably experience.
I can understand if you're a parent giving advice to a child or whatever, because obviously children need guidance and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But once you're an adult and then other adults, your peers and colleagues and just people your age are giving you unsolicited advice,
Yeah.
I can't get behind that.
Yes. So to be honest, I don't feel like I give my friends unsolicited advice.
Because
I'm
you're
more
a normal
scared.
human being.
Well, I just unless they ask, like, what do you think? And then I'm like, okay,
Yes.
let's dive in. But mostly I just want to give them a listening ear. Family though, I'm more quick to give my opinion.
Me too. But
like-
I think that's because of our cultures, right?
Yes.
I'm Indian, you're Greek, Italian. In our cultures, I think that's really common.
Yeah, like for my sisters, I will give unsolicited advice all the time.
Yeah. I've seen that in my family too. We're all very opinionated, my immediate family, and we're very quick to jump into each other's situations and give advice. And then I've even often found myself being like, okay, like this doesn't need to be a group discussion, or okay, like let me
Right?
just allow, like I just want to do this. Or my brothers will be like, okay, like we didn't ask for your opinion, we're just gonna do it. But I think because we feel so close to each other, we just feel the
and
need
then
to do it.
With that, you have to learn with age to like put up those barriers of like, I am not going to accept everything, because it got to a point where I didn't even know what my own opinion was.
100%.
I had no clue.
100%.
Like when I just started to see Nathan, like we continued our life, I had to like figure out like, what do I think? Because I'm just so used to everybody else telling me
Wait, that's so sad.
what
though.
I isn't it
like
weird?
it happens to me too, but it's when you think about it, it's so
It's
sad.
pathetic. I'm like, oh my God, I've never just stopped to think of like, what do I want? What do I want to do? Because it was always people telling you, do, like
Wait,
every
so
decision.
That's interesting. So do you think your life may have turned out differently if people weren't telling you what to do?
1,000%.
In like what direction?
So with school, I did not want to go to the school that my parents chose. Like
What school did you go to?
I went to UTM.
Okay.
I wanted to go to York.
Okay.
And I was just I put in my applications. I told my parents where I wanted to apply to. They said no. You're applying to these ones. This is what you're going to do. And then I got there. I'm like, I don't want any of this, and I never finished. Never finished.
Because you hated it.
I hated it. It just
What did you hate
nothing was
about
for
it
me.
so much?
So
why did you want to go to York?
I wanted to be downtown. And then they also had a program there. I totally forget what it was, but there was a program there that I wanted to do.
Wait, York is downtown?
It used to be. Now it's Ryerson.
Ryerson. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to go there for whatever reason. And my mom was like, no, you're going to UTM. You're going to become a teacher.
Oh, they even told you what to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I was like picking my courses, I'm like, I don't like any of this stuff. Like I just kind of did it because they told me to do it. And then it did not connect with me at all while I was in school. At all. So I didn't do it. I didn't go. I stopped.
And then you became a realtor, which he also didn't want you to do.
She did not want to become a realtor. No. And again, I was like having this conversation over the weekend of like why I became it. And I'm like, I don't know if I would, if I had a chance to like think more about what I wanted to do when I was younger or like.
So what did you
finish
want to go to
school.
school for?
At the beginning, I had no clue. I think the program, thank you. I think the program had something to do with like journalism, something to do with like writing. But when I was in school, I really liked geometry and psychology.
Yeah.
But I like, again, like how was I going to apply that to being a teacher? Because I didn't really know what my path was going to be.
Yeah.
So I just kind of didn't explore anything, which is really sad. That's like my one regret. If I could go back and change one thing, I would probably finish university.
But do you think it would have helped you in any way?
I think I would have had like a different career. Not to say like it good or bad. But it's just something like I would want to go back and be able to finish.
Yeah.
Just to
say you finished it.
Yeah.
And how long were you in school for?
2.5 years.
Okay. So you were more than halfway there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Food for thought.
Wait, that's kind of sad though. This is such a real life example of how other people's unsolicited advice can. Oh my God, that's actually insane. Like I can't even believe
But like
that.
it truly impacted the trajectory
Yeah, that's what I
of
mean.
my
It like
life.
really impacted you,
Yeah.
and you weren't able to make a decision, and you felt so confused and overwhelmed. Probably.
I also didn't feel like I had a choice.
Choice,
Like this is what
yeah.
I had to go and do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's interesting because in Indian culture, it's huge for parents to tell their kids what they're gonna do when they grow up. Like there's always
Yeah.
that joke where it's like you have to be a doctor, engineer, or lawyer, one of those three. But I didn't know it was like that in other cultures too.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a cultural thing or just like a family thing?
I think it was just mainly my parents. They just wanted you to. This is what they thought your life should be like, and that's what they wanted.
Yeah. I went to Mac also because it was close to home and my parents didn't want me to move out.
Yeah.
So I didn't even really end up applying anywhere else because I knew how much they didn't want me to move out. But I'm also happy I didn't move out.
See,
To an extent. I don't know.
I was happy I didn't move out once I saw what it was like, and I was like,
Yeah.
I could not live like this.
Yeah.
But I really missed out on like exploring the different schools and figured out which
Yeah.
one would fit with my personality and what I wanted. And I got into every school that I applied to, which is even worse. It's like I had all these options.
Had all these options.
And I wasn't allowed to choose any of them or explore them. Yeah.
Is it because UTM was super close to your house?
Yeah, I could drive to it.
Yeah.
And my mom always just thought like University of Toronto, that's like the best education.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's like me and both my brothers, we all went to McMaster because it was so close to our house.
Yeah.
So, and my parents were like, no, we don't want you guys to move out. Like, we love being like a family unit, which is a good and bad thing. I don't know. I don't regret it, but your thing is, damn, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how it can affect your life.
That's like that's more than all the reasons I had listed here. Okay, so other ways it could impact your mental health or physical health. So stress, self-doubt. Am I not good enough? Am I doing something wrong? It strain relationships.
Yes.
Did it strain your relationship at all with your parents or your mom?
Yeah. Yeah, at that time, because I was like rebelling at that point. I'm like, I didn't know what I wanted. And I back then you didn't really have the like internal dialogue, or I didn't, or like the tools to like express yourself back then.
Yeah,
As to now.
I agree.
Like, I feel like my kids have a way better toolbox of like expressing what they want than I did back then, or like at a young adult, because that's what you were at that age. So yeah, no, I just didn't have that relationship with them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so lead to making the wrong decision due to pressure. That happened to you.
Yeah.
Resentment and frustration.
Yes.
Also, not being able to even make a decision sometimes due to there being too many options and too many voices.
I think that's where I was like, I didn't know what I wanted because it was just, this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So like everything else was not there.
Confusion, feelings of overwhelmingness, physical health, headaches, muscle tension, sleep disturbances. Prolonged stress can weaken immune system. This is so true. These are all really true.
Yeah. I think it all goes to like, are you not being true to yourself, but you're not like, your own voice is not being heard.
Correct. And then there's an internal struggle. Like, I don't really want to do this, but I feel like I have to do this, but I know I don't. So I deal with this a lot currently. Obviously, I'm a 30-year-old single Indian woman. Life is not easy for me in society. My life is great. I love my life.
Yeah.
But other people think I shouldn't love my
You're a
life.
spinster.
100%. And other people think they have a right to my life and to tell me how I should be living my life because I'm not living in the most conventional, traditional way.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond just my parents. I would say probably my parents are like one of the least like pressure.
Which is good.
Well, okay. They want me to get married. They've made it. They've voiced their opinions loud and clear. Where I struggle is my parents are getting older, you know, they have health issues like any elderly parent does. I want them to be at my wedding. I don't want a situation to arise where my parents aren't at my wedding. Like, that would destroy me.
Yeah.
So that causes an internal struggle in myself because then I put a lot of pressure on myself to be like, okay, I need to get this ball rolling. I need to get going. But then at the same time, that's not being true to myself as well.
Yeah.
Because that's not who I am authentically.
That's a hard one though.
100. It literally keeps me up at night. And then add in all of my friends. Add in every single stranger I meet.
So your friends are also like putting
All
pressure?
of my friends are married, in long-term relationships, having children now, getting married, engaged, are all in that stage. I'm literally the only single one, other than my one other single friend, but she lives downtown, so I don't get to see her as often. And people always say it's important if you're single to have single friends because they're in the same mindset as you.
Yep.
I never felt that until this year because I'm very blessed to have such wonderful friends that I see them every week. We don't go long time periods without seeing each other, thankfully, because we all make time for each other. But it's just like we're not in the same life stage anymore.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
And it's not even like I necessarily feel like I'm being left behind because I don't feel like that at all. Genuinely, my mindset's just not like that. Timelines I think are made up. Yeah. I think everybody has their own journey. I think when it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. So I don't feel like I'm being left behind. It's just, if they're always talking about one thing and then I can't necessarily relate, it gets to a point where I'm like, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk about your relationships or I don't want to, talk about all this stuff. Like, I just can't relate. I don't have my own anecdotes or whatever, right? Yeah. So it's a lot of pressure, but it's even with strangers. Like, are you putting yourself out there? Like, can we do anything? Like, go on the apps. The people who tell me to go on the apps haven't been on the apps for over 10 years. Yeah. So they don't know what it's like to be on the apps currently in this day and age. The apps are different from a year ago, let alone 10 years ago.
I think the most I'm scared about for like the future is dating, of like what will happen, especially with like AI and all this other stuff. Yeah. And then obviously like jobs. That'll have like the most impact. I just feel like we're becoming a very centered world?
I think the problem it's not even a problem. It's women have rights now. That's all it boils down to, right? And it's becoming so much harder for us to find partners because we are leveling up and our partners or our male counterparts are staying at the same level. You know what I mean?
Well, like for every woman that is, say, leveled up, the pool of men is just a lot smaller.
Exactly. That's the problem. And I've talked to so many men about this. Men require less in a relationship than a woman does.
100%.
Men's standards are just so the only people in my life that tell me to settle, they're like, you should settle, your standards are too high, are men. A woman has never told me to settle. Any woman I've ever met, including yourself,
that's interesting.
Has always told me, don't settle. Men are always like, your standards are too high, you need to settle, you're never going to find your person if you don't lower your standards. Because men biologically require less in a relationship than women do, right? Men literally, biologically, used to hunt, now they provide. All they need is a cool...
But if they provide.
Because
they don't really have to do that either.
Well, yes, and that's a whole other problem as well. But if they just need a girl who's chill, gets along with their family, laughs at their jokes, is good looking, that's it. That's their list.
Yeah.
And I've talked to so many men about this. Women, I will have so many things that I look for. None of them are even anything about like physical attractiveness. It's literally just values and things that I require. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, if I am an embodiment of all these values, like I exist and I'm providing this, why can't the male provide this back to me? There must be somebody out there that has these same qualities. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm just not willing to settle for anything less.
So I agree.
I feel like we're on a
with all of that. And I also feel like with more time to mature and like get to know yourself, you're going to be more rigid with settling as a female. Because if I were who I am today, when I was dating, I wouldn't have dated probably anybody in my past.
Yeah.
Right? So I think just age obviously just naturally does that to you. But like we've chatted about this before where once you find the right person, that list, they may not check everything off, but you'll be okay with it because they fit into your life and they fit your personality.
Yeah. My list is not so rigid. It's more of like I have my few non-negotiables. You know what I mean? And so far I haven't even been able to get over that hurdle. So I'm like, okay, like, but then I'm like, why is everybody telling me that I need to do this or I need to do that or whatever? Like, why can't I just live my life? It makes me feel like I feel like I've achieved so much in my life and I've accomplished so much in my life. But at the end of the day, those accomplishments, those achievements, my happiness means nothing if I'm not chosen by a man. That's what it feels like to me.
Because that's the pressure you're getting from everybody
Because
else.
that's the pressure I'm getting from everyone else. Like, God forbid, literally, I had a crash out 2 weeks ago and I was like bawling my eyes out because I was like to my end's wit with this.
Yeah.
Just hearing it constantly. And it makes me feel like I'm not good enough.
Which is so bizarre. I'm sorry. It's so bizarre because you have accomplished a lot.
I know.
And you yourself feel like you don't need it. So it's crazy how much
the societal pressure can affect it.
Yeah.
Even when internally I know I'm fine. Like my inner confidence is so high, but hearing it constantly being badgered into you, even for someone as confident as me, it can like really take a toll on your self-esteem. And it takes me a minute to like circle back.
Have you told people like, I don't want to hear it? Like
I'm starting to do it now because it's just been really affecting me recently in the past, like I would say like 3 weeks to like a month. So now if people bring it up, I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about your relationships. I don't want you to talk about me with my relationships.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Like I literally had a crash out and I was talking to 2 of my friends and I was bawling and I was like, it's 2025. We are probably on the brink of World War III, but God forbid I am single.
Yeah.
Half of the world is living in poverty. People are losing jobs at unprecedented rates, but God forbid I am single. That's the biggest problem that my circle of people have in their lives. How privileged are you that that's the biggest problem you have in your life, that I'm single?
That sounds pretty nice.
Do you know what I mean? Like, God forbid a woman in her 30s is single in 2025. This is where we are as a society. Like, what is going on?
But we go back to it's they're projecting their own fears
and
onto
that's
you.
what I
of, like
have.
they're scared because they have somebody and they know what it feels like, or like they wouldn't be able to survive without that other person. So like they're projecting that fear onto you.
And that's what I've taken it as, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know many couples that are like 100% happy in their relationships.
No.
So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna take your advice to the T. You know what I mean?
I would even like,
And obviously there's no relationship that's 100% happy. That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even for the most part, I think people are just struggling currently.
yeah, I would maybe like even ask, like, what is like when they say to you, like, what's your fear if I don't find somebody?
Yeah, like, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, honestly, like if I could go back and like ask my parents, that like, what's your fear if I did not become a teacher, or like, because guess what? flash forward, I
didn't become a teacher.
Didn't. So
That's honestly a really good question.
yeah, like knowing that, like, what are you guys scared of? Because it may get them to be like, oh my God, maybe like they keep bombarding you because it's like in them.
Somebody once recently told me that it was their priority to find their partner, like however many years ago. And they're like, I made it my priority. And look, I found my person. They're like, you now need to make it your priority.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
And I was like, okay, so I'm like, you want me to quit my job? You want me to say, screw you to all my clients? I don't care about your closings. You want me to, then lose my house because I can't pay for it? You want me to go on the streets, have my parents on the streets, my family on the streets, just so I can find a man? Like, is this what you're trying to say? Like, I did, like,
it should happen naturally.
If it's not going to happen organically in my life, and trust me when I tell you this, you know this. How much do I go out? How many people do I meet on a regular basis?
You do.
I'm constantly out. I am always out. If I'm not meeting my person in the wild organically, like, it's just not meant to happen yet. There's nothing more I can possibly do.
Yeah. I find like if you stop thinking about it and you just say like, okay, it's there and it'll happen when it happens, it may happen like faster.
I never think about it until people constantly bring it up to me.
I would just say I'm letting God live and let God. That's would be my response.
Live and let God. Oh my God, we went on such a big tangent. I'm so sorry.
Live and let God.
Clearly, this is one of the indicators of how it affects your physical and mental health, because
no, it really does.
Crashing out over here.
Oh, so you wrote down what to do. Thank the person for their advice without feeling obligated to accept the advice. So that is huge. Of like, you don't feel like you have to accept it, because previously I would like just internalize everything, and then I'd be like trying to figure it all out. Like, what does this mean to me? I don't know. I feel this way. I feel that way. Or like I would maybe explain an argument I had with my spouse to like my sisters, and then I'd go back with their rebuttals.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is not what I freaking feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't realize how just autopilot it is for you to like do what other people are telling you to do.
This is an issue too, because I find myself asking for people's opinions too much sometimes, because I like hearing other people's views, and then I like to make my own decision based off of that. But now I think I'm going to stop doing that. I need to stop asking for people's opinions.
Okay, so I rarely ask for people's opinions.
Okay, that's really good.
Don't. We have someone we know who literally, anytime we're around them, will bombard you asking for your opinion. And like, you'll spend the entire time you're with them providing them insight because they keep asking you questions.
Okay,
like follow-up
that's
questions.
crazy.
It's really a lot. Then you leave thinking, oh, okay, good. Like, we helped this person, and they're going to do what we say.
And then they don't do what you say.
And then they do the complete opposite. You're like, are you effing crazy? Like, we literally just sat and debunked this whole thing, and then you did the complete opposite of what you said you were going to do.
Probably because they're also asking like 10 other people.
I guess. It's just like, I can't. So like, when that person comes around, I'm like, I'm just keeping quiet.
Yeah, because then it's like, what's the point? Don't waste your energy.
Yeah. And not that like I want you to do what I want you to do. Like, we're actually like trying to give you the best advice for your situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say I'm to that extent, but I do ask people for their opinions a lot, and I have become self-aware of this recently, so I'm going to stop. Mm-hmm. Because, again, it's just noise. It's just distraction. It's just noise. It's a lot.
And it does derail you from like what you really want to do.
100%. And then it triggers self-doubt. It triggers all this stuff, so.
Yeah. And it's like you're in their own reality, not yours. Like that's the other
100%.
part of it. Like you don't
100%.
want to be
Yeah.
doing whatever everybody else wants you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you really need to be self-aware through it all.
What else?
Clearly communicate your boundaries and preferences regarding advice giving.
That's huge, you guys. That's really important, and sometimes something I really need to work on now going forward too. Have you gotten better with this? Like, do you think now if your mom gives you an opinion about something so strongly, you'd be able to?
Yeah. Usually I'm like, okay, thanks. Or like, I'm just not today. Just that's not it. But like I feel like my sisters, I'll be like, do you want my advice or do you want me just to listen?
I love that.
Like,
That's so
which
healthy.
would you like? And then same with my partner. If I go to him and like, I'm venting and then he wants to fix it, I'm like, I don't want to freaking hear it. That's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
You just need to like hear me out. I don't want a resolution. I just want to be heard. So I think also like setting the precedent of the conversation too would help. But it's hard to do every time.
It is hard to do.
But like once you start, like I just want you to hear me, and then that's it.
Yeah. Or I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like that's a clear boundary that if somebody's constantly giving you advice about a specific thing.
Yeah. And then you have to like redirect
set up those boundaries. Yeah.
Because I find sometimes when you're in like group settings, it'll catch you off guard. And like you're not prepared with the like set response that you've given yourself of like if this person brings it up, this will be the response. And then you're just kind of like, oh shit, like I didn't handle that right.
Yeah.
So it's like always trying to have that redirection there.
I feel like it's something we shouldn't have to deal with. But unfortunately we do.
Yeah, that's all that we have for my portion.
Okay. I have educate when appropriate if what they are saying is misinformation. So I think this is more like if what you're talking about requires facts or if something is just like blatantly wrong.
Yeah.
It's okay to, redirect the conversation, educate them that what you're saying is inherently wrong. Stay calm and patient.
That's a hard one.
This is something I really struggle with. I would say I'm calm and patient for the first like 10 to 15 minutes. But then if it keeps going and going, and then I get heated, for sure.
It really depends on the level of like how much it bugs you that people are doing this. Yeah. And like how long I feel like I haven't maybe set my boundaries with the person. So like I'll be more quick to temper with them.
Yeah.
Opposed to if like it's someone that you don't really care about giving you the advice.
That's also true. Yeah. When you hold someone's opinion to a higher regard, then obviously it's going to trigger you more, for sure.
Or if like they have a certain opinion of you, you may be more triggered.
Yeah.
But like if Joe Blow off the street were to tell me something, I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah,
and
like
just
who
walk
are
away.
you? Yeah, so true. Yeah. And then seek support. This is very important. So when these specific things happen to me, and this just is one example, this is obviously like the more like
fresh in your head.
Yeah, like fresh in my head. It's something that happens to me like a lot more often, but there's obviously other examples too. But I do this a lot where I go to like one friend group that I know thinks like me and is very supportive to seek support because it really gets to you like very much.
Yeah, and you need that like group to come around you, be like, no, don't worry.
Don't worry, like
okay.
you're good. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you need like the building up crew.
Yeah. And that's not every crew. So you gotta, I think also it's important to know which friend group is good for what. You know what I mean?
Honestly, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
like not every friend group is gonna be reacting to you in the same way.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna tell one friend where I don't have that close relationship with, like deep, dire secrets, if that's not the type of relationship we have.
Yeah.
Versus somebody else that may, hold a space better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be kind of choosy.
Yeah. That's it. I want to iterate that timelines are made up and everyone has their own life to live.
You know what's so interesting? So driving here, I was listening to Diary of OC, which
I love that
with
pod.
him.
Which one?
Oh my God. I have brain fog.
Okay.
Anyways, I don't know
enough.
who the doctor he had on there, but he had a doctor who was talking about how we basically create our own realities. And space and time is just a perception.
Oh my God, send this to me, please.
Yeah, so it's just really cool. Like he has like scientific proof of like how we can change our own realities.
Okay, I've been seeing this on TikTok a lot, and I thought it was all like woo woo and like not true.
I am like all for
Is this
it.
real?
I am.
You
on
can
a
like skip realities and like parallel universes and stuff. Is
I
that
don't.
what?
I don't. So I just got to the beginning of it.
Okay.
And
This
I'm
stuff
like,
really fascinates me.
I want to learn. I want to learn how to like, get to the reality that I want.
Do you think that's also a little bit of manifestation? Do you think there's manifestation in there, sprinkled in there?
Yes, there's manifestation in it. Okay, I believe in manifestation. Yes, but then like, what's the actual part of doing? Like, I'm missing that connection.
Like, how do you actually do it?
Of like, I'm manifesting. I'm open to this, but like, how do we get there?
How do you get there? Yeah. No, I know.
What's the in between? Like, I'm missing the in between, and maybe I'm not there yet because I'm still in that like.
Yeah.
I need hard proof opposed to like just the feeling of it. I don't know.
So, what would your ideal reality look like? Where you like? What are you trying to get to?
I would be in a different home.
Oh my God, this is like your main thing. Yo, the girl hates her home. Okay, get her a new house.
Oh my God, no, you know why? It's like a topic this weekend.
Your house is beautiful. Give it to me.
I know it's beautiful. It's just, it doesn't feel like home to me. I don't know. Anyways, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I would be in a different location.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would be in a different, not a different phase, but I would obviously have like triple the amount of money. Let's go like quadruple it.
Fair enough.
I would have a lot more money.
Yeah.
And I would be more intentional. Right now, I'm feeling I'm just like running and there's no intent behind anything I'm doing, which is what I wanted to achieve at the beginning of the year, is be more intentional with things. And I am not there.
And you're not there. What are you not intentional with?
Every day of like how I want to live my life daily. I feel like I'm just like in catch-up mode.
So how do you want to live your life daily?
I want to be more like present and relaxed, but with like everything that's happening, I'm not.
I think that's impossible with our jobs though.
So maybe this is not the job. Like, I don't know.
This is not the job for me.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just like, I don't want to always feel like I'm like rushing. Like yesterday when I did not have my phone, I was like, no one can get a hold of me.
Can I tell you how much of a relieving feeling that is?
Yeah. I'm here
love that
with
feeling.
my family.
I know. I love that feeling.
And social media also has a really big part of that too.
Huge.
Like, I don't want to be involved in any of it. I just want to be off the grid.
I think social media also, going back to our topic, like it ties into our topic really a lot too.
Because you're getting way more anxious if I am high on like been scrolling for a lot longer than not.
Yeah, and it's like constantly you're hearing other people's opinions pretty much of how they're living their life, and then you're like, wait, should I be living my life like this, or should I be on a yacht in Europe right now?
Yeah, I'm being like sold all these different things. I'm like, oh my God, like I want to go on this, I want to do this trip, I want to do that. Like things are not realistic.
No, and it's hard to remind yourself that Instagram is just a highlight reel or TikTok is just a highlight reel, and people don't necessarily post their low moments or post like. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody on social media, their relationships are not perfect, but they make it seem like they're perfect. Or whatever the case may be. Right?
Yeah. I think I maybe even need to, like, wean whatever my algorithm. I need to change my algorithm.
Yeah. I know. I wish I was learning more on social media, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, it's more just brain rot.
100%.
And I think that, honestly, probably is a huge contributor to our brain fog as well.
I have a lot of brain fog.
Yeah, I have a lot of brain fog too. I have a lot of brain fog.
But like, I know I have bad habits. Like nighttime, I really need to stop watching TV at night. Like I need to like change different habits. I need to do like a whole 180.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I need to be more intentional.
No,
and figure out how to do that.
No, but I do agree. I don't think it's possible with our jobs. I do agree with you about the phone thing. When I was in BC, we went to this Nordic spa, and it was no talking, no phones. You couldn't talk, and you couldn't have your phone. And before I went, we literally went on a Wednesday during the day, and I was like, I have a job, and it was like my busy season. It was literally June, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to be without my phone for how many ever hours, but I didn't have a choice. So we went, put our phone away, couldn't talk at all. Like I was with my cousins and nobody was talking. For the first like 10 minutes, I was like, this is strange. I need my phone. After the 10-minute mark, Natalie, I can't tell you the last time I've been that relaxed in my life.
Yeah,
I've noticed when nobody's talking, nobody looks at anybody because you don't have a reason to look at anyone because you're not talking to them. You're not going to be socially engaging with them.
Yeah.
And you don't have your phone. People had their books out. People were sunbathing. I dream about that spa because I'm like, that was the most relaxed I've been in such a long time.
So nice.
I know.
And you went with people you know.
Exactly.
And it wasn't where you weren't laughing. I would have laughed
For the first 10 minutes we were, but then like people kept giving us like dirty looks. And then after that, if I caught anybody talking, I would get so pissed at them being like, you can't talk in here. This is a no talking spa. But it was
I would
so
need like
sick.
a good 30 minutes to just like get all the giggles out and then be fine with it.
No, it was so sick. And I crave that. But I think that's also bad that we crave that. Like that
well,
means
it just
something
shows we
needs
don't
to
have
change.
any like
Off
I don't have
time.
many alone time, good alone time.
I mean, you
and
definitely
even if it's
don't.
alone time, I am connected in some way, which I need to like totally create stronger rules about that. Like completely disconnect. But it was great. I didn't have my phone. I couldn't even I took pictures with my husband's phone, but I didn't that was it. That was the only thing.
Not having a phone is like such
Yeah,
a
and
dream.
we got into the highway. Like, do you want to turn back? I said, nope, I do not. Mind you, I did have messages when I came home to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
But, everybody survived.
Wait, but don't you get messages on your watch?
It was too out of reach, out of range.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know it goes out of reach.
Yeah, didn't know either. I had this, it was charged all night. And then I had this little cell phone with a X through.
Right.
And I was like, it's weird. I'm like, I have battery. And then I'm like, oh, I'm not in range with my phone.
That's sick.
Yeah. It was very good.
No, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about my ideal reality.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
My ideal reality would be me living in California, with or without a man, having a beach house in Malibu.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
And literally. just living my best life. Maybe have a dog.
Yeah.
And just living my best life.
I woke up. So one of the days I woke up, went to work out, then did a 9-round of golf with Nathan, and then came home and did a 3K walk with my dogs.
You probably felt so good. You want this every day. I know.
Like that.
Every day when I do, every day when I wake up, I go on a walk and then I do my workout, I just feel like a brand new person.
But it was probably 10 o'clock when I was done.
10 p.m.?
10 a.m.
You did all.
Oh, I did all of that?
You did all
By
of that
10
before 10 a.m.?
Yes.
Are you good?
I felt amazing. So I got up 6:30.
What did you do for the rest of the day?
What time's my workout? 6, because I finished at 7.
Christ.
Then 7:45 tee off. Probably finished an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was 9 holes.
Then got home, did the dogs. Say 9:45, 10, I was done.
What did you do for the rest of the day? That would take me all day.
I forget. What did I do? I don't know what I did.
I would just rot for the rest of the day. I would sit on my couch what did you do?
No, I probably did work stuff at home.
Oh, it was a weekday?
Yeah, it was a weekday.
Oh, okay.
But it was I would love that 2 to 3 days a week.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we've talked about this before. Maybe if that's really important to you, make that into a goal of yours.
Yeah.
Right? With our jobs, it's easy to say yes to every deal that comes our way, but maybe we both need to start being more intentional with the deals that we take because some deals are not worth it.
Do we give ourselves unsolicited advice? Do we do? I think so.
What do you mean?
I think I give myself this false narrative that's not really true. And I'm like, why am I even listening to this?
We gaslight ourselves. For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Agreed. I always am. Why are we so down on ourselves?
Yeah, I know. Because honestly, your reality you're talking about isn't so difficult to obtain. Neither is mine. It's not like you're asking for the sun and the moon and the stars. You're not oh, I want to be this huge celebrity and have this $50 million mansion.
I want zero fame. Zero
yeah,
fame.
so that's what I mean.
I just want the money. I don't want people to, I don't want to be a household name. I don't want any of that.
So that's what I mean. It's attainable.
To be having these conversations,
yeah,
learning and living my best life.
It's
with
possible.
a fat ass bank account.
It's possible. I think we just, like you said, we don't allow ourselves to do it. But what we're asking for is not a lot. It's really not.
I appreciate you saying that. So I'm going to manifest and intentionally do it.
That's honestly a really good point, you guys. We can give ourselves unsolicited advice too. That's something really important to think about.
Yeah.
Damn,
And
that was
kids,
deep.
I keep again, I need to change my algorithm, but like I keep having these feeds of like your voice is what your kids are going to be, their internal voices, like, which is true. So like I'm like petrified of like trying to like input too much of my own opinion
on them.
Like obviously they have certain values that they have to uphold and like basic stuff that they need to do, but in terms of like what they want to be when they grow up or like what they want to do.
I was going to ask you that earlier when you were telling that story. You're probably going to be so cognizant of not telling your kids what they should do when, like, as a career, because you had that experience.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? You're probably going to let them figure it out for their own.
For me too, like I didn't know that there's so many different options of what you can do as a career, which is why I'm like always interested to hear about what people
What other people do, same.
I love to know what other people do as a job and like how did you get into that? Like it's just that's like my own like little fetish I have with people. Like I just love to learn about it.
I agree, yeah.
So I think just like getting them to understand that one, they can do whatever they want, and two, that there's so many different options of like, okay, if you like to draw, then you could get into like engineering or like whatever it else. Like the possibilities of like a simple hobby that you have to relate it into a career is like huge.
So true.
Where there like those relations were never brought into my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
So interesting.
So true.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it.
We hope we provided some insight on how to deal with
Unsolicited advice.
Or was it a therapy session for us?
It's always a therapy session for us. Honestly, that's why I love doing this. It actually is a mini therapy session.
I agree.
But I also end up learning a lot. Like I'm going to now set boundaries and I'm going to try to be more calm and not ask for as many people's opinions. Like I think that's a good takeaway from this.
I find too, like I was scared to set boundaries at the beginning because like you're always like, well, this is like we're changing the makeup of relationships, but people like just naturally fall into them.
I am a huge believer of, I agree with you. I was the exact same way up until like really recently, like extremely recently, where I was like, I don't want to set boundaries. I just want to be the cool, chill girl who's okay with everything. And now I'm realizing, I think the reason why people are so comfortable saying these things to me is because I'm always the cool, calm, chill girl. So goodbye. I am having a new personality. Goodbye to that girl.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I was the opposite. I was not a cool, chill girl, and I still got unsolicited advice.
Really?
Yeah, always.
Interesting.
Okay,
Okay, well, some people just have no chill.
Yeah. I had no chill. There was no chill.
No, I'm going to start being very strict on my boundaries. I think it's cool when you have boundaries and then people respect those boundaries and you're like, damn, like they must really want me in their life. I think that's a test.
Yeah.
A clear test to, it like weeds all the people away that are just there for convenience.
Yeah, and I found like a lot of people don't really realize that they may be like, giving you that advice.
Yeah.
And it's not wanted.
Perfect.
All right.
We will see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Bye.